Efficient looking system, that.
Yeah, it's lightweight.
Yeah.
I mean, the two ministers, Minister Howell and Minister Noonan, they paid tribute to the Irish people. In effect, what does this mean today? What will it mean tomorrow or Monday morning when the Troika are gone?
Well, I suppose obviously it gives us more freedom of manoeuvre in terms of we are now authors of our own destiny. But clearly the road that we've adopted in terms of a sound fiscal strategy, creating the environment where we can grow employment, they still remain the imperatives. So our medium-term strategy, which will be published next week, will be signalling the direction that we maintain the progress that we're securing. I mean, in the last 12 months, we've seen 58,000 extra people back at work. I mean, that has a huge impact on people, particularly young people who have been at the epistorm of this crisis. So if we can continue to create employment, that is the most practical outcome that people will see. And huge sacrifices have been made, but when you see 4% growth in the private sector, it shows you that the plan is working and that we need to continue to work to deliver that.
And how important is the removal of the Troika in terms of growing the economy?
Well, I think what it signals is that we have returned to the markets. We can borrow now at 3.5%, even lower than we could in the mid-2000s. It signals that international confidence has come back, and as a result of that, the IDA has had their highest level of inward investment in a decade. We've created in that segment alone over 6,000 net new jobs in the last 12 months. So it has real tangible impact in our ability to project Ireland as a place to invest, to win new markets overseas. I mean, that's what the battle is for. It's for about real jobs for people, and we're absolutely confident that we can continue this progress. But it is a challenge. It remains a very significant challenge for us to deliver.
You say progress there. Minister Noonan said this morning there might be some easing of income tax in 2015, I think might be earliest. Do you see any other ways you can ease the burden on consumers and the public in the next couple of years as we emerge from
the biggest way in which you ease the burden is by getting people back to work. Every person who goes back to work is estimated to be 2,000 less draw on the exchequer. It means more people are putting resource into the tax pool that funds all our public services. So that immediately delivers benefit. So today is a milestone on a journey, but continues to be a journey. We still have 12.5% of people out of work. We still have high levels of emigration. But what we have shown is that by adopting the strategy we now have strong enterprises winning new markets overseas and creating jobs at home. And that has been the goal. The one thing that this government was determined to do was to put jobs and job creation at the very core of the economic strategy. And I think by putting in place the action plan for jobs, sustaining reforms right across the spectrum, we are delivering the sort of change that the country needs.
Lots of initiatives. Any new initiatives for next year you could?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we're looking at afresh. One of the big things continues to be access to finance, and we've put a lot of sources of finance other than from banks out into the marketplace. We want to continue to develop that because for a lot of small and medium enterprises that's crucial. We'll also be putting a huge emphasis on.
Would your department have access to the funding available from that German bank?